Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel here. I have a 4v4 game here on some sort of volcano map that's sort of like precipice. I'm sitting downstairs watching Artosis cast some Brood War game and I thought I kind of fancy watching some GBG, so here we are. I've managed to find this game. I don't have much games from recently. I don't think people have been playing as much, so nobody's really sent me too much, and I think I've covered everything really that I've been sent that's good. So on this one, we've got myself here in the yellow playing the New Republic, and on my team we've got Hunter here, El Snake in the red playing the Resistance. We've got Kick here in the purple playing the Black Sun, and then we've got RVA lastly on this team in the orange Royal Naboo. And then on the other side of things, we've got SY here in the blue playing the Galactic Empire. We have Flagcap Arnie in the green, the Zan Consortium luring this blurg over here. Cornelia here in the First Order in the teal colour. And lastly we've got Raphael here in the grey playing the New Republic. Or not the New Republic, the Old Republic. The Republic. So yeah, it's a precipice looking map. It's got these little crossings that you can wall. And there are quite a lot of them though, so it's not like guaranteed that you can just, you know, wall everything out and just go straight T3. There's definitely room for some sort of rushing play. I think what maybe tends to stand out is it does feel a little bit far in the distance, I think. Because this sort of just extends the distance between the players, I believe, just a little bit. So there's definitely, there's room for a diverse way of playing, at least on the wings there, but unlikely really for any sort of pocket on pocket early rush shenanigans, I would say. Certainly possible, but I think it's just that it's an added level of distance. And in terms of the food, there's 4 nerfs, so as always, pretty damn good for mounties. There's some lure, there's some lureable womp rats for the scout, you know, you can push them. They each give you 170 food, so a little bit better than like some of the things that you can push. So yeah, I'd say there's a pretty good window for mounties to be effective on this map. And bearing that in mind, I think I'm just going to speed it up so we can get to that point where we see the cheeky troop centre dropped from the wings. We fully expect to see it. Maybe not from SY, who's gone for this food processor. But typically what you would do is you get your nursery, you get your food, you lure your stuff, you get the carbon, and then you go for your carbon processor. Or if you really want to be cheesy, you can go for your troop center first and make them without a power core and try to get some damage that way, and then transition into mounties. But we can see on the other side of things, carbon's already down here for RVA, so we can see a quicker troop. Oh, there we go, troop center dropping for him, building with 4 workers as well. Very quick to get it going here, so it's a little bit of difference between these two on the wing. Whereas on the other side, we've already got a troop center here. We've got one building up as well for Raphael. Surprised at the kind of build that we've got going here for Hunter, because he's actually dropped carbon on a food processor. Just to munch some of these guys without pushing them with the scout. And using the scout to come in and find his opponent here. Difference being that we've got workers running back and forth from the Nova here for Raphael, so you can keep having Nova income, because each one of those mounties is 20 Nova. So realistically, you can only get about 2, and then your basic training, which you always want to get, or your workers are made of paper mache. And then your last 10 was normally reserved for getting your trooper upgrade in T2, but if you run the workers back, you know, the 2 each trip equals a new mountie. Or if you are Geonosians, you've got basic training already, so you can pretty much just go hard on the mounties early, because you get that 50 Nova back. And we see 2 mounties running across here, and I'll put this back to normal speed. But at the same time, oof, the scout here and the mountie is kind of just preventing that full wall going for SY. Which are kind of his saving grace because he's a little bit behind, right, because of the way that he's done his build. And the mounties are going to pass like ships in the night here, so I'd say the Hunter is maybe a little bit more exposed than Raphael is here. He never actually even got to eat all these womp rats, which kind of makes this food processor feel a little bit like a fail with that 100 carbon. Does have a scout over here is a little bit of a differential, but he's not actually paying attention, and these 2 mounties are getting to focus fire this one mountie, and then he gets the command center fire as well. On the other side of things, there are quite a few workers going down here. There's 1 at least here, 1, maybe 2 here for SY, and he's kind of lost his ability to mirror this in any way. So that leaves these mounties free to run off to the pocket here, which is Arnie. And on the other side, as I said, Hunter's workers are very sort of harassable here. This one might go down. Maybe carrying some food as well. Oh, just makes it. The workers are a little bit faster for resistance, and they repair like 100% quicker or something like that as well. Trying to be a bit cute here with the micro, but again, it's just 2 mounties versus 1. He's going to lose that. And Arnie getting his workers harassed here on this side too by RV's mounties. So it's kind of SY's fault just for playing like this, really, because he's not really done anything to compensate for it. It's not like he's doing this to kick as well at the same time, or chasing these down with his own mounties, or he's trying to run a couple of trooper recruits, which, you know, if they arrive one at a time, the mounties could just take the trade with them and kill them. It looked like it got to that point where there's quite a good wall in here for Hunter, so the mounties are going to run off to myself over here in the pocket position. Do have our buildings down. Do click the button to go up to T3. A little bit ahead of Granuli here at the moment. He's not quite got his buildings down. Not got his food yet. But yeah, mounties going straight into our carbon line. They're going to catch the worker here. And might get a couple here. Trying to run them away here. Use the command center to do some good damage to them. On the other side of things, looks like Arnie's been forced to build a turret here. And those troopers on the way. Look, they're very vulnerable right now. RB could just kill them. And these men are still running around trying to do as much damage as possible. Not really much counterattacking going on here on the other side. These troopers really failing to catch these mounties of RBs. They just ran right round, ran a circle around them almost literally. And unfortunately got like 3 different points to defend here, so these mounties keep catching workers. So we're just waiting to get up to tech level 3. RB's still got these guys alive despite these 3 troopers chasing them down, even with the range. Looks like he'll have to run off somewhere else. We're going to end up quite a bit behind here, behind Granuli, because, well, he's not really being hit right now, is he? So you've got a lot of idols, a lot of people spending time running back to the command center and stuff. This one's going to go down, I think. That's even Granuli's scout helping these mounties harass us here. RV at the very least going to go and pay a visit here to Granuli because he's got nowhere else to go with these mounties where they can be useful. But he is tech level 3. The strike mech popping out, airbase on the way. It might lose 1 or 2 workers here before the strike mech can clean these up. Shouldn't really lose any if it's out that quickly. That one's at half health, he's going for the full health one. They do get that elevation bonus now. Just helping them kill off that worker. This might be still running around here. Fighter is out now though. Don't know if they were trying to like really hopefully grab the power core or something, but not going to be any chance of that now. And we're trying to be aggressive. We see this vision from these mounties, so we'll send strike mech over to the Nova. Like to do that to keep an eye on things. Got a little bit of a trade here. These guys stacking up really well, almost like box formation here, and winning on that left flank. The medic's sort of helping. Wow, it's more of them shooting at this worker that's really helped there. I tanked a lot of fire. Otherwise, it could keep being annoying for a little. There's even a little spot here that they could sneak behind on the carbon, I think. That would have been a bit of a problem. And we've got a fighter coming in here. Trying to get some pressure, some damage. Maybe trying, because we've got this here, we're trying to like be aggressive, but we are a lot further behind than we would like to be because of all that mounty aggression, unfortunately. And you kind of see that in the numbers of fighters. We'll run that one away for sure. One dies here in last base. So I think it's time. We've got to respect how behind we are. We can't really be aggressive anymore. We're just going to lose to that defender's advantage. The economy is not looking too great. And we've got strike mech showing up here as well, we'll have to deal with. other side of things, it looks like kicking right on top of SY here, putting as much damage out as possible. As Arnie not quite ready to react to this just yet, just got the one strike back and one fighter on the way here. Gonna take a miracle for him to win 3v1 here. Does go for it, gets one of them, but two still alive, and strike back two, and another two fighters coming in here, so Arnie really gonna have to dig deep to get a few more fighters out. Only on one airbase though. Okay, not paying attention though, that really helps. He's gonna lose two of this fighter almost. Alright, pulling away. Didn't want to push his luck there. At the same time, we got the strike back. We'll just clean that up with the bomber, but the fighters are coming to the carbon here. And Granuli gets some good damage. Got a couple of workers. Taking advantage of that sort of map presence advantage he's got. Having a lot more fighters than us out earlier. At the back of all that mounty aggression. Looks like Kick has had to relent here. And so a much needed breather for SY and Arnie on this side. Arnie playing really safe. Going into anti-air turret after his turret here. No command center as of yet. What is he actually doing? Like upgrade his carbon upgrade. Look at that. Just kind of interested in what he prioritizes. Like carbon processor, carbon CC now. I assume. Waiting for the ore, I guess. Interesting. A lot of air just sitting here in our space guarding him. Should probably really be out on the map. He's got such an advantage. Look at the difference in the figures. We've lost a couple. We were behind as well from the get-go. And RV's made it to T3 now, so that breather that SY had sort of ends, but he has made it to T3 himself, so he gets the anti-air turret now. There's the command center. Mexter as well. Very safe from Arnie. Maybe a little bit too safe. I don't think he's really had any strikes sent his way. Those fighters now coming out, quite a lot of them here. Arnie trying to do a little bit of damage with some strike mechs just running around. Maybe that's what he was spending some of his resources on. Not too strong of a strike mech aggression, there are no upgrades for these guys. So they really just force the mech destroyer or two. A couple of bombers here from RBA. Maybe one too many. This fire's trying to intercept us in the middle of the map here. Cheeky Padawan from RV on the Naboo, gonna grab the hollows. And it looks like we're getting strikes rallied across to us here. Just straight across from Raphael as well. So we've got the fighters of Granuli and the strikes of Raphael to deal with. And trying to mirror Granuli's air here as well, protect their wing. He's sort of walled himself in a little bit here. Yeah, not quite T3 yet. Not sure what's happened with him. I don't think he really took much damage from the air or anything like that. So this is tricky to deal with because there's not really any way for us to play aggressive, and you kind of just know that they're going to try and catch your air. I've got to babysit everything here, right? That's what we're trying to do. The other side of things, you've got RVA coming in here now with his air. So Arnie experiencing the same sort of thing. The wing playing directly for him right now. He does have that one trooper to help him from SY. And it seems we did catch a lot of these fighters and lower their count here, so just by paying attention, got some good trades, but we do have these strike mechs again. I'm going to have to make a mech destroyer, I imagine. Before it was only really one strike mech, but now they're kind of just being thrown at us from across the map. And the fighters ain't so good at dealing with that. RV nearly catching these. They're really trying to build some vision in the centre with these sentry posts. Sending strike mechs to us as well. I'm not really sure he should bother with that because I think he's just putting himself more economically behind. Could be using those at carbon on farms and command centres and stuff. Just to get ahead, because he's not really having to deal with the same at the moment. I see that Hunter has hit T3, so got some strike max now, putting some pressure onto Raphael here, which maybe make him relent. Oh, another trade here. Again, trying to catch us on the strike max with the air. You can see there's a lot going on because not paying attention to these right now, because he's got the strike max in his base running his workers away. So that gives us a little bit of a breather here to try and get things sorted. Arnie here, up to 4 command centres now, just trying to go for a big boom. Some nice garrison coverage there, in case things go wrong for him. RV up to 2 holocrons here. We've got SY just pushing in with a cool little army here with the anti-air troopers and some MDs, and not difficult for them to deal with just there, but ooh, can abuse the elevation a little bit here though, and with 2 control groups, ugh, died pretty easily. And the Padawan as well, going to get up on top. It just needs to kill these troopers, make sure the Padawan doesn't take any more damage, and should be able to abuse that minimum range. The MD as well, going to make light work of this push, so a little bit of a failed push I guess there from SY. Kind of like the idea of it, but it was maybe a little bit too late in the grand scheme of things. Or the scale of the game, how far in we are now, how developed they are. He's got 2 hollows, a couple of CCs and stuff. A lot of fighters out. Maybe needed a bit more of a substantial anti-air unit, maybe like an AIM-mobile or something like that. Or a lot more troopers to buffer. These 2 guys have kind of just been forgotten about. 6 HP, just hanging out there. And still got strike max from really being sent round. It's definitely a mess with us about. I think we feel quite behind at the moment. Let's see where we are with things. We're with 53 workers, so we're not doing that great really. Kick though, he's not really had too much pressure. Kick, just a couple of strike max from Arnie, so he seems to be the biggest winner in this game so far. Arnie with his 4 command centres, pumping those numbers up a little bit. I don't think RV has really taken too much. He's kind of been the aggressor the whole time on his side too, but SY definitely suffering the most at the moment. You can see how quickly the Holocron Nova pumps up for Naboo there, and almost 1,000 already just from 2 of them. Pretty strong. He could probably get himself up to T4 if he wanted. If he had the food, but for whatever reason he's got 1,000 of his own Nova mined as well. Could maybe add a few more workers on food. Looks like he's taking a bit of damage now from that. These strike max raids from SY. Now try to correct that worker lead that Kick's got too. It's not really got much, just got the 1 upgrade. The flat damage one. The 100 food one. And we are kind of just chilling in our base because we've just had so much aggression our way. I don't really feel good about moving out. Trying to catch up. Clean those up there. RV catching SY at the top here, trying to build his new command centre. An unambitious fortress here. I would have preferred him to just build that a little bit further in, maybe. This would have been a good spot for this command centre. I don't know. This one seems a little bit unextravagant. Garuli still coming across here. Using these strike mechs to keep an eye on us. Not really got upgrades on them, so when you got 3 command centres, it's not much of a nuisance. If we lose a worker, we'll just rebuild it. But we have built a lot of mech destroyers. Just because of the threat of strikes. You know, he tries to come in here, but we are paying attention to our units for sure. Clean that up. But we've not really had much chance to get across and be aggressive ourselves. They do have turrets and stuff though, so they're certainly respecting the possibility of it. And Raphael here and Hunter building up a lot of units each. So a mechs, maybe both looking to go for some sort of early push, maybe follow it up with a forward. And RV on the way to T4 now with all that Holocron Nova. Still just the two of them, but as we saw, he had a lot of Nova from that. Arnie already T4 though. Definitely been playing quite boomy, conservative. Got himself teched up there quickly. Going into heavy strike mechs for that aggression. He's got 3 mech factories here. Looks like he's getting all that damage upgrades he can. Double war center too. Trying to pump out those units and then get them across and kill off workers that way. Certainly be feeling like one of the stronger T4 options now, because there's been a lot to downplay the power that Ayers had in tech level 4, because it was kind of stupidly OP, wasn't it? It killed workers very quickly. Yeah, we should see that from RV now that he's T4 as the fast fighter upgrade comes in. Strike mechs are heading across now. We're going to like having all these mech destroyers if there's going to be T4 strike mechs running around. Best thing you want to do to combat something like this is get research tracking so that your mech destroyers don't really miss ever. Probably get armor on them as well to try and limit that DPS output. They don't really need much bonus damage against the strike mechs. They don't have much health, you know, 100, and they've already got so much bonus damage. So I would prioritize your armor and then, you know, like your range, obviously. Research tracking is probably definitely a must. Otherwise, you're just losing too many shots when they move around quite quickly, and the shots miss. And it's going to hurt for Kick here. A lot of workers stacked up on this Nova pile. They're going to go down pretty quickly. Plus 7 damage already. You can get up to plus 9, I believe. I don't know if he's got that yet, though. He's getting his armor at the moment. And then come the fighters from RVA here. SY having to evacuate these workers. He's got 1 holocron for himself here. Quick troop centers down here on Rav's side. Doesn't look like there's been a clash with these mechs though. They're kind of just sitting on the border, waiting. And RVA trying to get into Arnie here, but he's been T4 for quite some time while he's getting his upgrades, and he's thrown his ore into getting the advanced anti-air turrets. And he's got a good coverage around his base as well, so not going to take any damage from that. And more strike mechs coming in now, and paying us a visit. Trying to repair the mech destroyer. We have a lot of MDs already though, so we're kind of ready for this, I guess. But definitely annoying to deal with after everything that we've dealt with previously. And this kind of lets Arnie, basically, you can just continue booming now and just throw these guys out and then run them into everyone's base. Best things that we could probably do would be wall and just have a lot of mech destroyers scattered around ready for them. Try to limit the damage that they get done. That's going to give a lot of breathing room here with these guys running around this side. I don't really see anything for Hunter here to deal with these. All those units are at the front here. It's taking a lot of damage from just these few strike mechs. I'm going to come down here with the MDs and help out. RV not really got any upgrades, got 1 armor here. A few MDs out now though. And you can see Arnie just building them as he can and then just grabbing a control group, sending it somewhere and keeping that pressure on. Just buying loads of time for his team to catch up, get themselves in the game, get some forwards down and stuff. As we're all kind of chasing his tail, or chasing his shadow around the base. some fighters here. Got the shields now. RV running in with some masters here, which SY not too ready for. Gonna lose his anti-air turrets. Arnie could do okay against this because he's got these +9 strike max. Just needs to have some vision though. Need a sentry post from SY here. And there's troopers popping out, but we're going to show up here with the fast fighters. And help Hunter here as he tries to get this forward down. We've got Republic versus Resistance mech on the ground here. The Masters did get those 2 turrets. Still the mech factory too. I'm going to grab more from SY, and SY definitely really struggling with this. Hard to deal with when you're not prepared for it. And Arnie maybe having to build some bounty hunters at home now. And think about just using his strike mechs defensively at the moment. The Kick's still being terrorized, losing a lot of workers to this. Let's have a quick look to see where everyone's at now. So Arnie definitely in the lead, not really been taking any damage. Ourselves up to 112. SY still really dragging behind here, really suffering. It's almost 3,000 Nova now. SY 394. Crazy difference. Other than Arnie and SY as the outliers, I think everyone's kind of similar in their worker counts. Second fortress from SY. Get double bounty hunter production. It looks like after this initial wave of Jedi though, I don't know if there's many more coming. So he's preparing to go and do something else. Granuli, Raphael getting as much forces together here, trying to hold this push. The Assault mech's coming out, which is going to be quite strong at the moment, and there's not much anti-mech stuff. They're quite cheap now as well. Got 30% Nova off. Absolutely missed its shot though. Piloted by a stormtrooper. And absolute chaos in SY's base with Sith Apprentice slapping down the mech factory. It's got 1 MD hidden in it. Now that that's kind of dealt with, we can see Arnie switching his focus back to throwing strike mechs across the map. We've got a lot of repeaters here for Granuli. Don't know if this is before stim packs, maybe it was. I don't know if that's even trustworthy though. It might just be because it's my version of the game's updated. I don't know. No, it is. It is in the game. He's getting it right now. That's good, because I'm worried that you're playing with inferior troopers, because I think that was an upgrade that First Order really needed. Just to shore things up for them and make them a lot more solid. And Kick here has awoken. He's got his own repeater troopers, Black Sun here, running into the centre of the map. Looks like he's been forgotten about. So Arnie still throwing these strikes across, putting the pressure onto RVA here. They're trying to transition to something else rather than air. A couple of masters. A little bit precarious going masters though against Republic because they've got the better Jedi techs. Oh, quick look. So you don't get Faith and you don't get Force Purge. So when you go Jedi versus Jedi, you don't have anything to just like delete your Jedi. They will change ownership. You can't slow it down with Faith either. But you do get the cheaper upgrades and stuff, so you can get your Jedi out a little bit easier, a little bit quicker. Maybe make use of them. You just have to be really careful. Don't want to get them stolen. And this is pretty strong here in the shield. A lot of troopers. A lot of mechs here. You're a pummel somewhere. And they're kind of pushing this back now, not a lot. We've got some heavy strike mechs from myself here. Just a few mechs here from Resistance. They don't get the 2 War Center upgrades, so they're not as strong here. Master's going to steal the Assault mech. Probably take a lot of their anti-building damage away, but there are some cannons behind this as well. Okay, kind of just walking in the centre here, because Arnie is pretty much just tunnelled on RVA's side here at the moment. Okay, he's just walking in. With a lot of troopers and a lot of grenadiers. Could catch Arnie off guard with that. You have to steal another assault mech. Didn't quite get it. Oh, going for the artillery here. But they are pushing us back. Like good mix of units. Arnie coming down with his mechs here. I don't know if the grenadiers are not paying attention though, and they're really needed, and a lot of repeaters going down here. Not the best fight for them, not being in a shield or anything like that. The units are kind of spread out a little bit, getting some good trades. You can see the grenadiers are all shooting all their grenades at one unit at a time, rather than maybe 2 or 3. Need a little bit of micro there maybe. Just box a few and click on a unit. Well, it does win that trade just now, but not really getting any damage out of it, and the attrition really shows for this army. A couple production cycles and Arnie will clean this up. And still has units over here sieging RVA, and RVA trying to stall out as much as possible here. Shield generator. More than likely going to be an air cruiser, yeah. ACs in the shield. Try and stall this out. A lot of anti-air mobiles waiting for him here. And they're still pushing here, a lot of troopers out. A few mechs and very good cannon production from Raphael here. Just sitting behind the army, knocking down the buildings, trying to take advantage of this window that they've got here. So we're still struggling to get into all these mechs, so we can help Hunter out here on the ground. A lot of anti-air waiting for us here. Not there's much anti-air chance at the moment, or much potential to use air. And flanking here with the forces from kick. Sort of a good angle here, but this could free the opportunity for some shots here from RVA, but he's looking to maybe stockpile his ACs. And 2 shields, so it's a good arc here. A little bit of a lapse in production at the moment. I'm not seeing much troopers right now. A few grenadiers, and switching mainly to grenadiers, but no repeaters left to sort of frontline. I don't really see much Republic units either to frontline. Some temples going down, maybe switching into masters. Keep closing up this crossing and rescuing RVA here. Oh, that's going to really suck. Losing all these A mobiles is quite big. It's going to allow the ACs to be much more devastating, I would think. With all those troopers, like the repeaters missing now, right now, these like advanced mounties coming in and getting some good damage. Getting on top of the cannons and stuff. Cannons are actually getting converted. Killing off the power cores, the shields are gone. And that's really going to dampen their momentum here. And there's nothing to actually punish the cannons right now, so the cannons are actually getting like crazy value, right? Converted, killing off a lot of the infrastructure, the shield generators, like that was 3 shield generators worth. I think I can maybe hit this fortress as well. Spaceport's going down. SY looks like he has awoken, got some assault mechs, but there's a lot of grenadiers and ACs waiting here at the moment. They're quite set up to hold this crossing right now, but Arnie is continuing to just throw strike mechs through, just walking past Kick's little fortress here. Going straight into the economies. Maybe going to pay us a visit, I'm not sure. Yes, he is. To what do we owe the pleasure? Trying to build a fortress here, I don't know what else to do. Going right on top of our mech destroyers. This is definitely going to hurt. Since we're trying to break through right here, so throwing everything at it. You can see we're not very rich. We've got like 300, 400 carbon. To get that fortress up, at the very least. Something. I mean, you can't really sit there, but yeah. power core going down there again. These cannons still at large. Master's tucked away here. That's bold. That's pretty bold. Oh, the units are coming though. There was no masters just hanging around. Can I get that fortress? There it goes. Strike's still running around getting a lot of damage. So these guys got 7 kills. See, it shows we don't have too many units here now. Grand's getting some good shots, and that's the masters out for Raphael here. So we've got to pay attention. We don't want to lose our masters to those. Those cannons do knock down that fortress, that shield, and Arnie just going to run right back past again. A little bit similar to that game we watched with the Mounties, where he's not really trying to win his side too much, he's just trying to not lose his side and influence the other side. You can see him running the strikes in, similar to how he would run the Mounties in. Again, not many units here. The troopers are getting sort of spawn killed at the moment with these heavy strike mechs. Some bombers or MDs. We're sort of trying to help defend our teammates from this as well. Just because we're kind of set up for it. These guys have been idle for a while. Shocking. RV absolutely in his element now. He stalled things out. That hollow money, right? He's got some traders too. Just building ACs. But it is hard for us to push through here. Every time we start getting somewhere, you've got Arnie running in and killing our workers. And now I am poor, right? 120 workers. I've got nothing above 1,000. Put my heart and soul into pushing here with Hunter. I've got a lot of money. There he goes, he spent it all. Oh my god, that's almost the attacker IQ. Maybe he does 1 by 1. Good mix. This Gren's so strong. 60 health in the shields. You can hear things being converted, but I'm not sure where. Looks like it's settled down a little bit. Ah, that's why. RV on the counter offensive. Kind of bold though, in all these strike mechs, +9. Kill them quite quickly. Just as soon as I start focusing them down. Surprised he got that turret. I don't know if it's a great trade, like 7 masters for a turret, but he did. Our production suffering a little bit after all that. See, we're not trading too well into Grens with these strike mechs. These Mounties are getting some good opportunities though. There not being too many troopers out. It's all Grens again. Grens for Granuli. But not really much on the ground here for Raph. He's suffering here. Taking a lot of damage economically as well. Looks like their trade was set up here too, so trade's kind of under threat. That's some big brain harass here. Getting a little turret, walling it out. Maybe before he can come and convert it. Kind of just waiting for Arnie to try and run past him. As the Masters start to convert the units one at a time. What bounty hunters running up there? kill that guy. He's out of position. Down he goes. More strikebacks. Ugh. Pain. We got RV and Kick running in here. Kick just pure troopers. He's kind of like a master civ as well. Could have some masters with his troops maybe. I've got a lot of them. Strikes going on Hunter now. Start camping our production too. And we've got a lot of units out here. It's like they are pushing Hunter back. He's maybe overextended a little bit here. Artillery coming out now as well, so that's really going to strengthen this army. Add a further dimension to it with all that area of effect damage. Yes, we're trying to get some AC shots here. Gets a good one there, kills a lot of troopers, but fighters are going to kill this off. So one tapped. A lot of workers gone down here. Our MD's just being spawn killed. Alright, killing like one or two though. Never made too many masters. Just converting when we can, when it feels safe to. Okay, so many troopers. Alright, can't really push in too much with ACs. They killed a lot of strike mechs trying to run past them there. That's a big ouch. A few made it past though, killed a few workers. I feel like they should have gotten rid of this carbon attack ground or something. Sort of messing up their arc here, I think. Oof! Looks like some of Arnie's shenanigans just got caught there with research tracking grenadiers. That's gonna hurt. Still running around here getting chased by a lot of mechs. He's actually sending assault mechs down here. Not really much like pushing going on though. I'll be just sitting here, chilling. Well, Kick's running in here with his troops, but not really like following it up with some infrastructure. I'm surprised. Well, it'd be nice if he was building some shields and then he could just walk back into his shields, you know, when Arnie comes to fight him. His assault mech showing up, and that's a bit scary for us right here, because we keep having our production messed up. I don't know how I'm doing now, but reboom to 150, but no Nova, but a bit of carbon. It's the food that's suffering at the moment. Looks like we just built a bunch of farms. Trying to sort that out. And SY and Arnie linking up here. RB kind of absent, just running a few masters in. That may be too difficult for him to push in with these ACs if Kick doesn't build up some infrastructure. A couple of turrets and some shields, and he could just sit there and work from there. Trying to convert the assault mechs. The masters are sitting there waiting for us though. They're going to catch us here. Lose that one, but you can't chain convert anymore. Otherwise I think we would have lost two. And Kick's army getting pushed back. The AC's been very bold. Lucky there's no interceptors just running over. A couple of interceptors be quite painful, to be honest. I don't really see the... Where's the fighters? They're over here. Or interceptors over there. And masters and assault mechs pushing together. Definitely got to hold their trade now. So clean up that turret somehow as well. Maybe a cannon. And Kick and RBA pushing back. I'm really surprised this is just not like walled by anyone. It's just, I remember looking here and it's just a white wall. That's it. And like nobody's pushing in at that point. Trying to wall this up. Kind of surprised how quickly they can go through this though, with their +9 damage. And that won't take them too long. Quite a good army here with a lot of meat shield for the Grenadiers. Get some good damage against our units. And Harvey just strutting down here with his ACs. Kick going in again with troop invasions. The meat grinder. Should be some satisfying grand shots if they were not getting zoned out by the repeaters. They're very confused about where they're going. Oof, just falling over. Love watching Grens kill Max. That's not good though. Bit overextended. And the forces Arnie sent are kinda suffering attrition now. Only 2 assault mechs now. I'm struggling to get an army together though. He's got a lot of troopers, but they seem to be sort of spaced out. Kick continuing. ACs are made over here. It looks like they're coming to the army here, and I think they do quite well here because there's a lot. There's like fighters here, a lot of units in the front. There's a lot like to buffer for them. Yeah, I was a bit surprised to see that, and I'm thinking like, why can you not just push up here? I don't get it. Like, this is, I look and I see a light wall, and it's like nothing happening. Me and Hunter have been fighting here for about 10 weeks. Pretty much as soon as we were all T4 we've been fighting down here. And Strike Mechs versus Troopers continues. And ACs do show up. Those Masters are in the wrong place right now. God, there's a lot of Bounty Hunters there. And I've got a lot of A-mobiles there, but, you know, a good distance with the units. I think we're maybe going to try and convert them or something. Let's see the Master try to convert us. Try to convert the Master back. Or are they going to do some attack grounding? Maybe you can fix this cluster. Kills off those A-mobiles. We've got 2 volleys to kill them. The Interceptor's actually tanking right now. Very fortunate timing. So they just rallied there, but they tanked the shots of the A-mobile. Another attempted invasion, but RV is pretty much just pure AC at this point. Got those extra stats with Naboo on the ACs. They want a little bit quicker, a little bit more health, I assume. A lot of Masters waiting here. So it's looking pretty busy here with just so many different units. We're starting to switch into attackers because looking at it, we just thought, with the ACs, we keep them alive, tank for them and stuff, and yeah, the anti-air mobiles went down as well, so I thought if we just throw air in here, it should be okay. See about the interceptors as well. Just trying to keep these ACs alive and let them push, and Hunter can take care of the ground now. We've got a few things there. Looks like RV and Kick are pretty comfy here, but again, you look up at this crossing and it's just like, what the hell? A couple of ACs waiting there, I guess. Oof! It's a lot of mech getting caught there. From Arnie. Devastating with the ACs. And quite a few mechs dying here to the Grands, but I don't think we're really losing too much here. It would hurt us more to lose these, I think, because we're trying to build air now. Hunters almost pure bounty hunters. Yeah, the tank ground trying to outrange the turret here with it. Because the radius will just overlap and hit the turret, and the turret won't be able to shoot back at the air cruisers. Down the turret goes. Yeah, these strike mechs not really the strongest when it comes to getting AC shots thrown at them. Don't have a lot of health, plus not on a shield. I think they kind of needed someone to just build like a bunch of interceptors or something and just wipe these out. Shields be damned. Just some armoured interceptors. He's running in here, but quite a lot of repeaters. But the Snake has a lot of cannons. I'm actually surprised he's got so many cannons. There's not a lot of masters running around, is there not? Could probably have the same thing that happened to Raphael happen to him. Have these wipe out his power core. AC is pretty much just hanging out. He's even running them down here, but SY has got some units down here. It almost looks like he's maybe given up a bit. What is this? Little secret raid with anti-air mobile. Is he going to the trade, is he? It's very sneaky. I like it though. It'd be quite good. It's one of the cool new things I guess you could do with people switching into these cargo freighters. Get some troop centres. I think we're going to try and get some grenadiers now. All these mechs popping in from Arnie. And all those cannons that Hunter's got. It could be attack grounding with them right now. Should actually probably kill this. I think he could probably win if he just microed them. Because they don't have great DPS until the MDs get involved. The bounty hunters out here as well, front line. It'd be a shame to lose all these cannons. It's like 10 cannons or something. Attacker's doing some good damage. SY trying to harass, running on a lot of strike mates, catching these masters. Seems like they were going to try and convert the anti-air mobiles, maybe. The Trooper AC Defence Force are still holding strong at this choke. You can see we've kind of got our trade online now, we've got an economy again. So attacker is going to be quite strong. really any way to deal with the ACs at present. The Masters need to watch they don't get attack grounded. Did escape there. Yes, Wise Harass sort of shut down. The area still remains unwalled. And kicking some Night Mothers now. Okay, pretty much got full upgrades for Masters, I think, so I do a lot better against the Republic Masters from Raphael than I do. Just because I don't get the Purge of the Faith. I think they're potentially even better because they've got that upgrade. Maybe not though. What are they? Black Sun? I forget what it is if it's... Oh, it's just conversion in general. I was thinking it was... Oh, that. Okay, that's what they did. Right. So you can chain convert with New Republic. They just moved it to that tech. Ooh, big explosions from the ACs. I suppose you can't really do the chain conversions though if your opponent has Purge, so pretty situational. More ACs just taking a stroll. They're coming down here. Still not lost any of these though. Been protected well. A lot of Masters from Rap. Unfortunately, there's just not enough like forces on the ground for them to support. I've got Arnie down here. And Kick is starting to test the waters again, pushing in with his Grenadiers. These guys get an extra 10 health with their specific upgrades for Black Sun. So they're pretty damn strong when they're in shields, they'll have 140 health. And the Night Mother's getting involved here as well, kind of pushing those Masters away a little bit. It's not really a big worry if these guys get converted. There's a lot of bounty hunters from Hunter just hanging out here. We've got the Grens coming in. Just got that added bonus here against these mechs. Warden on the wall here. Is he a carbon collector or is he a builder? Oh, he's a builder now. RV fighting a little proxy war up here at the top. There's Masters in melee mode. This guy's just chilling behind the gate, taking pot shots at them. And I think that'll be the GG's. They've sort of run out of steam here. Pushed quite far in, and they lost that part of the trade, and there's a lot of Masters for them to deal with, you know, as the game goes on too. So not really any way to deal with that when your team doesn't really have like good trade. They've got some trade here, but I suppose it's not too bad, but it's kind of under threat as well, isn't it? So I don't think there's really any way to wipe this army out, unfortunately, with all the ACs and everything underneath it. What support for it. I'm kind of burned out as well. Is there even any carbon left? I don't think so. It's another thing. I run out of carbon on the map. Some here, but it's not under their control. So yeah, GG, well played to both sides, and if you like the content, please consider liking the video, subscribe to the channel if you want to see more. If you want to get involved with our games that we play online, we play on voogly.com, you'll see that in the description field. You'll find our Discord server invite link down below as well, the RM++. And you'll find one for the Expanding Fronts mod as well, so the Expanding Fronts Discord. And if you want to support the channel another way, there's a donation link down below, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care, bye bye.